Hey everyone, my name is Tanner Norman, and if you don't know me, I am the co-owner of Comic Cave Productions. And this is a Christmas thingy end of the year retrospective where we're gonna take a look at, everything from the year, and then also before that, I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all for the amazing support we've had for the past like 6 months that we've returned to Comic Cave and returned to doing this DC Minecraft universe and everything. It has just been wonderful and it's been amazing and I'm so excited to continue into this next year. Um, so yeah, thank you all. I know Mac isn't here to, be with me to thank you guys, but I know he would definitely thank you guys, and he is definitely proud of the accomplishments we've made. Um, his short Batman and Robin, I'm gonna glaze on him a little bit, but it's done over 1,500 views, which is the highest Comet Cave viewed video ever, and it was wonderful. And yeah, I don't know what to say other than thank you guys so much. But retrospective, we did Comet Cave years ago, and it was basically just like various videos and comments. We'd had a podcast where we just, talked about comic books, various stuff. All that's still up, but I wouldn't recommend watching it. I just keep it up for the memories and the history and nostalgia. But we also had ideas of doing a Minecraft Mine Minimator universe. Based off stuff from like Red and Blue Productions and Slightly Insulting Studios, where we made superhero animations and stuff. And we made two, and that was Vigilante and The Flash. And, you know, when we came back here in July, we just decided to do that again and just make it better, bigger. And so the first thing I did was I continued Vigilante by making a direct sequel that, definitely improved on, what happened in Vigilante. And Vigilante on the Run premiered on my birthday, and it's currently at 169 views and 100% like ratio. So that's amazing. And I never would have thought that, the little story I made, years ago or 2 years ago, 2.25 years ago, would, you know, continue. Like, honestly, at some point I thought, it would just be, a memory I did in, one day and poorly animated and, just a short story with no context. But, I decided to continue it and I, I I'm honestly proud of Vigilante on the Run and I'm excited to see what Vigilante Rampage will look like. Which that casting call is currently out. If you go into our channel page and look at our like social media links, the casting call profile is linked to there, or I might link it in the description of the video or put like the little tag thing at the second. But then Mac was like, okay, well I'm gonna also do something. I'm gonna do my favorite person, Batman, and so he started working on Batman at the same time I started Vigilante on the Run, and that premiered September 25th, and like I said, over 1,500 views, 42 likes. It is just remarkable how wonderful that 4 minute short was. Um, when the comments literally says in 4 minutes, this Minecraft YouTube channel portrayed Batman more perfectly than the entirety of Zack Snyder's billion-dollar DCEU. Yeah, I think that sums up what the CCDCU is. We portray the characters correctly. We, we understand stuff. We read the comments. We, research. I spend hours before I, work on stuff on just Comic Vine and the fandom wikis and just looking at obscure characters, obscure line stories, and just anything I can find about these characters and trying to put it into the story some way. There's so many details and Easter eggs that you wouldn't find in many other superhero content. You know. Um, Also, at the same time, Batman and Robin premiered. My favorite project I've worked on so far, The Question premiered, and honestly, I think this one is amazing, but it's really weird how I did it because it's very philosophical and it's very, you know, uncanny in a way. It's done 191 views, and so it is a success. But, you know, I didn't really explain what it meant to people. It's kind of a juvenalian story. I think that's how you say it, where basically it's questioning authority and it's using that by, questioning Booster Gold. Like, is he the right hero for Hub City, which is so dangerous? That first minute of him walking into Hub City is just filled with crime. And, the question isn't really doing anything about it. And so, once he hears about Booster Gold coming to Hub City to save it, he's like, "No, I can't do this because, I'm trying to go with the old Steve Ditko question storyline of him being an objectivist hero, and so the question believes he is the objective hero of Hub City, and there should be no other hero to help save it." And so he's questioning the authority of Booster Gold with that, but it also kind of plays a scale on lust and pride because, Booster Gold is surrounded by all these, lascivious and luxurious women, and he's also just completely full of himself. And so he's like, the matter of concern is your presentation. That's how he presents his argument, even though that's not exactly what he means. He's basically saying you need to fix yourself before you can even become a hero. And so that's why when he goes to, the auditorium where Booster Gold's supposed to, like talk to everyone, he's like, who pretends to be a hero? The answer is obviously Booster Gold. But no one really sees it, and then he's like, why? And then I just leave the story off. Which I really want to do a sequel to the question, but I don't know when that will be. I have lots of ideas, and I really, if I do a sequel, it will definitely incorporate the like detective stuff of his character into it, and I feel like that's the only part I lacked with the original question. But, after the question, after Batman and Robin, I did Checkmate. And Checkmate is probably my second favorite I've done. It's just very, I don't know. It's probably the most obscure one like story I did, and it's kind of about this team named Checkmate, which, by the way, spoilers for Peacemaker season 2. I literally set the release date for this the day after um Peacemaker season 2 finale, with which said Checkmate at the end, and like got everyone talking about Checkmate, and I didn't even know about that until like the day before this release. So I thought it was going to be like pretty successful with like Checkmate trending and stuff, but it's honestly been our worst um performing video with 118 views, which I'm not saying that's bad. Well, I'm saying it's bad, but like it's not high. It's not like the other ones, I'm trying to say. But I think it really, at its core, the strength was its humor with Wild Dog. I really do like that banter, and I did weird camera effects at some parts, so but then also the Lex Luthor scenes, that was really great, and huge thank you to the voice actor for that, Jackson M. I think I'm saying that correctly, just like but Checkmate does set up, some other projects that will be coming out, such as Vigilante Rampage and maybe a few unannounced ones. But yeah, and then with Mac has been working on Adam Strange for Red and Blue Productions since Batman and Robin. He's almost finished with that. So wish him good luck with that. Then I think he should be working on The Flash after that. I could be wrong, so I don't know. But with that, I kind of took a weird time because one, I had a vacation happen, and then school just hit hard, and I couldn't really finish the Nets project for a little bit, and that was Booster Gold. I couldn't finish it for 2 months, but it finally came out December 12th, and it's at 370 views, which is the second highest Comic Cave video ever, which I'm totally proud of that, and I'm super ecstatic over the success of this, and I think it's really funny. It's really awesome. I really like the Black Beetle scene. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. I'm still advertising it because it's so awesome. It's boosterific, as some might say. And I really want Booster Gold IRL to see it. So if anybody can, convince that girl to watch it, please do so. But as for the future, we have Peacemaker coming out pretty soon. I'm working on that currently. It is looking pretty good, and I'm excited for it. It's going to be a little bit mature. It's going to deal with some harsh themes, so just be wary of that. The promo for it is out currently, so just go watch that. Yeah, it should be out January, and then also we have Vigilante Rampage, which should I should work on after Peacemaker. The casting call is out for that now. And then also I have the Heckler, which is a weird absurdist hero thing. And the casting call for that is also out now. So guess that's it. Just again, thank you all for staying with us here at Comic Cave. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate everything. Go join the Discord server, just everything. We love you guys so much, and we're so excited to see what's in store. And that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Stay heroic, and Excelsior.